Wait, where's Mustache? Where did he go? Wait, hold on. Is that Mustache? What the heck is he doing? Let's go check it out, guys.
I love all of you. I love every single one of you. Oh, 7-pot. Yellow brain string. Don't tell anybody, but you're my favorite. 7-pot chocolate bubble gum. You're such a tease. Look at all these peppers. Oh my god. Oh, super chili F1. I need a hug. Hey, what are you doing in here?
I'm sorry.
I told you this is my personal
I'm
time.
sorry.
Oh, hey. I didn't see you there. A lot's happened here at the old Mustache Farm. As you can see, this is all my super habanero now. If you watched my update video on potting this up, which I probably posted a day ago, you can see how much this thing's grown since I potted it up. I mean, look at the size of this thing. It's got peppers everywhere. So, I'm about 6 foot tall. This is about, I don't know, 6.5, almost 7 foot tall now. I mean, the pot is a little tall, but this is still gigantic. All these plants I had to move out. We had to make room inside the tent. It was getting a little crowded, so I decided what I wanted to pull out and what I wanted to keep. So as you can see, we've got all kinds of pepper plants out here. I'm going to show you a clip from earlier this season, probably I think my last update video, and show you where I was in progress wise, and then I'm going to come back and show you where we are progress wise inside the tent now. As you can see, a lot is happening here. The plants have grown maybe 1.5 foot since last time. You know, I think it's been 3 weeks since the last update. I could be wrong. But look at these things. I mean, they're everywhere. We've got all kinds of peppers growing, habaneros, my super chili F1s. These are all Carolina Reapers in the gray pots here. And then I've got over here all my 7-pot chocolate bubble gums. And if you walk over here, these are all my 7-pot yellow brain strains. I'll show you a close up. They've all got peppers now. What you're doing. So as you can see, we've got lots of brain strains. I mean, they're all over here. They're everywhere, and they are not small peppers. Even over here, look at the size of this one. Can you get a close-up of that? Look at that thing. They're massive, and they're all over the place. Over here, I think we've got some 7-pot yellows somewhere. Where are they? Oh yeah, 7-pot yellows coming in. Look at those gnarly things. And over here, we've got another yellow brain strain. We've got peppers all under there. And over here, we've got 7-pot chocolate bubble gums coming in all over the place, even over here. This plant is kind of particular. It's, for some reason, the whole plant's purple, and when the pods come in, they're purple too, even though they're the same species and everything, and they look exactly like the other pods. I don't know why, they just come in purple, and they lose that purple. As you can see down here, they start to turn like a regular color. But look at these. Everywhere. So that's what's going on with these. So over here, we have some super chili F1s coming in. And then over here, we've got a ton. They're just everywhere. They're like little fingers sticking up. They're kind of like the Thai dragon, the way they grow. We can get some ripe ones down here. And then next to that, we've got our lemon starburst with tons of pods just hiding underneath. I mean, they're everywhere under there. And then this guy over here, This is my super habanero, and not super habanero, I'm sorry. This is a habanero pod that I actually purchased from like ShopRite or some supermarket, and it was such a large pod that I was like, wow, let me just try to plant those seeds. Maybe I'll get something out of it, and I did. I mean, it's growing gigantic pods, just like the ones I got from the store. So if you're ever curious, like, hey, can I, buy a pepper from the store and grow it? You probably can, as long as it's a ripe pepper. Green peppers tend to not be as developed, so the seeds aren't developed properly. And then I guess we've got some other stuff over here. Nothing on this douglas yet. This douglas flowering. Another douglas. We've had bootlas, chocolate bootlas coming in. I believe these are the SMs. Some more over here. Big plants though, big leaves, big beautiful plants. We got more douglas, not douglas, I mean bootlas. Peach reapers, I've got flowers but no pods yet. I'm excited about these. If you look behind you, my Tabasco plant is about 7 foot tall now. It's touching the ceiling. This bracket, this rod here, is 6 foot, so it's almost 7 foot tall. And if you look close, it's just loaded with Tabasco. So maybe I'll try my hand at making some homemade Tabasco sauce this year. But we've got a lot. And then my other overwinter plant over here, Carolina Reaper. This is the earliest I've ever had reapers come in. And we've got reapers. A perfect example of a reaper. Look at that thing. We've got them coming in already. So we're going to have a bunch of these. I don't even know what I'm going to do with these, honestly. They're so hot. Over here we've got some Apocalypse Scorpions. As you can see, they're coming in. Pretty cool peppers. I think I've got more over here, yeah. They take on some weird shapes. I mean, look at that. Very gnarly looking. I'm excited about these too. Oh, even more back here. Beautiful peppers. And then we have Carolina Reaper Town over here. This is just all Carolina Reapers. And even some of these are coming in. I was surprised. Last year it took forever for my Reapers to come in, but we're only in July. And look over here. We've got baby Reapers coming in everywhere. Some other stuff over here. Long Cayennes coming in. I mean, we're just going to town here with peppers this year. Lemon drops. I've got some hiding over here. Coming in. Another long cayenne. And that pretty much covers what's going on here. Let me take you back outside. I'm going to show you what we got. So my Anko Poblano I have growing here. This is actually a competition plant, and I'm competing against Mr. Chili Chomp. If you don't know who he is, go check out his channel. He's got really great content. He's taught me a lot about gardening, and I'd recommend him to anybody if they're starting out, especially if you want to learn how to make hot sauce. He's your man. He'll teach you how to make anything. So, but these are doing pretty good. I don't know if they're competition peppers yet, but look at the size of that. That's a pretty big poblano. Looking forward to seeing if it keeps growing. So, and I got a little weird one over here. All right, I'm gonna take you around over here. Kind of a maze. Over here is my scorpion tree. These are all Moruga scorpions. They don't always take the same form, but this is where I took the pod from that I sent to Robert Connor to eat. If you watched that video, hopefully you did. It's pretty funny watching him try to eat that thing and not die while his wife makes fun of him. And over here we've got another scorpion plant, as you can see. This is my other overwinter. And then this ghost is just exploding. I mean, there's ghosts everywhere. All ghost pods coming in. Actually, this one branch I had to tie up today because of the weight from all the ghosts. And then we've got my Thai dragon, which is really coming in big time. Okay, so next up is my super habanero. You're familiar with it probably because that's all I talk about. I love this plant very much. These have massive pods, and these things are super hot. I don't know what happened here, but for some reason this plant, it just produces ridiculously hot peppers. So This is one of my favorites. And over here is its offspring. And so is this one over here. These are both from that plant. But I came up with a cross. As you can see, this is a crazy looking pepper. I think it's a Reaper crossed with my Super Habanero. And I'm looking forward to trying to stabilize this. Hopefully in the future I'll have seeds for this, but look how weird that is. These are just gnarly pods. So I'm curious to see how this turns out. You know, I'm gonna keep pollinating it, soft pollinating it. It's even got a little tail. Look at that. So this is a cool new pod. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. And then over here, we're almost done with the pepper garden. I swear, we're almost done. Can you tell I like peppers? These are my Sugar Rush Peach, and they're loaded. They're completely loaded full of pods. Over here, same thing, Sugar Rush Peach. And my cayennes are had to be tied up because they're just falling over from the weight of the cayenne peppers. So with that, I'm gonna take you to my other gardens. I'll show you around real quick. Don't worry about it. So, bought a squash plant called the Blue Hubbard, and they didn't say that it was a vining squash. No idea. So, but one day I noticed it was vining everywhere. I mean, let's take a look. This thing grew all the way over to here. It's growing over here. It's growing over there. And they're supposed to have like blue squash pods, I guess you would call them. And hopefully I'll have some to show you soon. But speaking of vines, look at the size of this vine. This is my Easy Grow Monster Pumpkin, but look at the size of this vine. And I'm over here, and my cameraman is over there. And you can see how long this vine is. Anyway. Camera woman, sorry. God, you're gonna think I'm sexist now. Alright. This is my habanero plant. It's been getting way too much water. I needed some food. But it's got a lot of pods. A lot of pods. And they're pretty big. I'll be making some sauces with this later this year. You know, habaneros are very versatile. They're very tasty. They're great for making sauces. I mean, if you look at a lot of the hot sauces you buy at the store, almost all of them either have habanero or some sort of habanero pod, like or a cayenne or something like that. But in a majority of them, they use habaneros. They pack a punch and they're flavorful. Over here is my little gated off community. I've got, I don't even know what I have. Ahi crystals back there. We have cayenne, mammoth jalapeno. God, I don't even know. Oh, my super chili F1, and it looks like I have blossom end rot. Really bad. Look at that. Something's going on that I need to address there. I'll figure it out. Probably some sort of calcium deficiency. Not a big deal, it happens. Looks like the other one's doing fine. I don't see anything on that. Usually blossom end rot comes from inconsistent watering, or there's just a lack of calcium in the soil, and it just can't build the peppers because it's missing a building block, which is calcium. So something I'll look into. Maybe you need some CalMag or something like that. You know, but anyway, you know, over there in the big garden is my corn.
Yep.
And as you can see, it's starting to develop. Pretty soon I'm going to have some corn out here. I'm very surprised. I didn't expect it to come so soon. But I mean, it is a pretty tall plant. I mean, that's pretty substantial. And they're all different types. I've got like different types of sweet corn back there. I think one was like peaches and cream, I believe. And something else that I planted, some sort of sweet corn. All I know is it's sweet, so it should be good. Beans kind of died off, or peas rather. I don't know what happened. I think it's just the corn is just stealing everything and they just can't survive. I don't know why. that happened, but I'm going to be growing more. And I've got all kinds of peppers coming in here as well. These are my personal peppers for snacking. I've got these gigantic peppers right here. These are Cajun bell peppers coming in here. And this is like salsa verde. Those are all jalapeno back there. Golden cayenne over here. And then under here, this thing was supposed to be like a Mexi bell or something along those lines. And it is just gigantic. I don't know if you can actually see it. There it is. Huge pepper. So that's pretty much what's going on over here. We've got watermelon plant vining out everywhere. Another one of my plants there. Over here we've got eggplant this year. I didn't think I'd be able to grow it. And we've got a white eggplant coming in here. Over here we've got a black beauty coming in, pretty big now. These are Japanese eggplant, which are pretty cool, man. They grow real long and thin. And I've got more coming in up here. And I got another black beauty over here coming in. And then that's pretty much for eggplants. That's my Ahi Fantasy. Those are cool looking pods. And then I've got more plants here. These are just late starts. I got these seeds late. I wanted to grow them anyway. This thing here, I tortured this on purpose, guys. I wanted to see what would happen if I underwatered it. Never potted it up. I finally potted it up, but it's got bark, it's got pods, and it's very short. There's nothing to it. So we'll see what happens with this. It'll be fun. I don't even know what it is. I've got some, what do I even got over here? Naga brains, Fatali, jigsaw, stuff like that. A whole slew of peppers that I don't know what they are. Actually, more eggplant, some baby cucumbers, another pepper plant over here, aloe vera, my gigantic tomato plant, which is actually yielding tomatoes. I typically don't like growing tomatoes. The plants tend to bring all kinds of problems to the garden. So, you know, I'm no expert on these, but I'm growing them. We'll see. They're supposed to get pretty big. Over here we've got my tomatillos, which are useless. They said to get 2 of them because they need to cross-pollinate to create tomatillos. I haven't had one tomatillo. I've had like 1,000 flowers, 0 tomatillos. Where? That's not a fly. Yeah.
There's actually bees pollinating as we speak.
Yeah. Maybe they're not cross-pollinating. I don't know what's going on.
Interesting.
Here we've got my 2 bells that I'm growing to grow off to see which does better. We've got the big Bertha bell that I got from the store. I didn't feel like planting it myself, so I've got pods coming in here. And then over here I've got my plant that I grew from a pepper that I bought at the store and cut the seeds out of. And it's doing pretty good, but I'm still waiting, I believe. Yeah, I'm still waiting for a pod. So once we get pods, we'll see which bell plant does better. Place your bets. I know the pots are different. I'll be potting this one up soon. This one definitely has a bigger pot to start out with, but this plant's doing fine in that small pot. And then over here I've got another Ahi. I think this is Norteno. I've got 1 pod. It was having some issues. I cut it back. It's doing good now, so I'll let that thing keep growing. And then I am going to show you one last thing. That's my back garden. Things changed back there. I'll explain what happened. So, beginner I am with zucchini. I am new to zucchini, didn't know much about zucchini, but the one thing that you need to know about zucchini is spacing. You need to keep airflow, because what happens is if you have too many zucchini like I did, they get overcrowded there's poor air circulation, and you get something called powdery mildew. What you can see right here, I'm still fighting off. I will get rid of it though. I've been treating with neem oil. I had it go away for a little while. It came back a little bit, but I removed plants. So now that I've done that, I should get better air circulation and it should go away. My cucumbers, they don't seem to be having any problem. They're growing nice and tall. They're being pollinated regularly. I'm having all kinds of cucumbers come in. So yeah, they're growing pretty big. Actually down there, there's a gigantic cucumber. If you can see it. Sorry, there's a mosquito. But yeah, that's pretty substantial cuke right there. I'll be pickling that later. Hopefully I get a ton more. I have more corn back here. That's all corn. That's another watermelon plant. And then we've got, what are these? These are my linzos. And then I've got I believe it's my lemon dreams. Yep, more lemon dreams, more linzos. I've got a mini pumpkin back there that you can't see. It's hidden by everything. So yeah, a lot going on back here. As always, I underestimate what I'm growing, and it ends up getting super big. I think these will be okay though. You know, they got plenty of room to grow. Just gotta keep an eye on them, keep training them, keep fertilizing them. They'll be doing good. Here's a plant that here's a corn plant that a squirrel planted. I don't know if you guys have been following me and you watch my older videos. I had problems with squirrels. They kept taking corn, digging up corn, whatever, and just planting it randomly. I had nothing to do with this. They planted this themselves. So that's pretty cool, huh? Hey, so if you're still here and watching, thank you very much. I appreciate it. You know, I could use the support. I put a lot of work into this. It takes me about 2 hours every day to keep up with all these plants. So, you know, if you have any questions, you're getting into gardening, you like growing pepper plants, you never grew pepper plants, you want to know stuff, you can ask me questions in the comments below. Again, I really appreciate you guys watching. If you want to give me a thumbs up, great. If you want to follow me, great. I would appreciate that. I'll be doing more stuff with the channel. I'm still getting into it. You know, I want to do some seed giveaways and stuff like that. If you're in the USA, even if you're overseas, we'll work something out. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and have a great day.